Hello and welcome back to the Second Chance to Live channel here on YouTube. I'm happy to see that you decided to stop by to watch this video presentation. Thank you. In today's video presentation, I would like to share an article with you that I wrote several days ago. I share video presentations of my articles to provide the information to individuals who, like myself, learn better through watching and listening. To read the article, put my glasses on and bring up the article. I want to thank you for your time. You're an important part of my process, and I always enjoy our times together. Here's the article. Are you anchored to and limited by a label of brain injury? Recently, I wrote an article and then made a video presentation of the article. The article, I am not a label, being our own best cheerleader. In the introduction of the article, I shared how I became aware of how the remnants and the effects of a label distracted me. I then went on to speak about the concept of a label and how labels can affect and impact the lives of individuals. After writing and publishing the article, I shared the article and video presentation with several Facebook groups, on LinkedIn, and on Twitter. In response to posting the article and video presentation, I received several comments thanking me for the contents of the article. Comments telling me that the content of the article and video presentation helped them to understand the limits of a label. One of the comments from a very good friend of mine encouraged me to begin to look at things in a different way, in a way that would no longer anchor me to the impact of a label, the label of brain injury. Let me explain. In the article that I wrote in May of 2010, which I included in my article, I'm Not a Label, Being Our Own Best Cheerleader, I shared how I no longer wanted to identify individuals such as myself as traumatic brain injury survivors. At the time of the writing of the article in May 2010, I said that I would start referring to individuals like myself as individuals living with brain injuries. In the comment that I received from my friend, he helped me to see that I had in reality replaced one label with another label, from brain injury survivors to individuals living with brain injuries. My friend helped me to realize that by identifying myself with a brain injury, that I was still, in effect, identifying myself with a brain injury. By doing so, I anchored and limited who I am to my brain injury. As I thought about what my friend shared with me, I thought about a quote. I thought about the quote in the context of what I needed to do differently. I realized that I needed to look at the way that I identified myself. I realized that I needed to stop identifying myself with my brain injury. Not that I deny the impact of my brain injury, but that I stop anchoring and limiting myself to the beliefs often associated with the label of brain injury. What my friend encouraged me to do is to stop referring to myself as an individual living with the impact of a brain injury. What my friend helped me to realize was that I could cut the rope that keeps me tied, anchored, and limited to the label of brain injury and consider the immensity of possibilities. Here's a quote that I like that I believe is very apropos to this particular article. It's by Anton de Saint-Exupéry. If you want to build a ship, don't drum up people to collect wood and don't assign them tasks and work, but rather teach them to long for the endless immensity of the sea. Again, if you want to build a ship, don't drum up people to collect wood and don't assign them tasks and work, but rather teach them to long for the endless immensity of the sea. This is the end of the video presentation. I want to thank you for your time. You're an important part of my process, and I always enjoy our times together. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye now.